Hello, I'm just going to introduce the work of a photographer I greatly admire. So years ago, I worked in a photography gallery in London called Demar Noble. It's not there anymore, and it was run by two gallerists. So Michael Demar, who was focusing on the traditional, the historic, and the vintage examples. And then for the contemporary side of things, that was kind of controlled a bit more by Laura Noble, who now runs LA Noble Gallery. And there was one day where I think it was Laura took me down to their print storage section, which is downstairs in the gallery, to look at or to put something away or get something out. I can't remember. But while we were there, she pulled out these 16 by 20, I think they were, or maybe 12 by 16, the smallest, black and white prints that were made in Cuba. And they were horrendously contrasty. They were like a low ISO film, which I now found out was actually only 400. I thought it was lower. And it had been pushed in the processing to excessive amounts. It had coloured filters on it. And then the printing was done with just as much extremes in terms of the contrast. So you had these really contrasty, very grainy images. And I'd never seen anything quite like them before. And then after I stopped working there, I kept thinking about them. And every now and again, they pop up in my mind. Oh, who were they? And I contact Laura, and she's like, I don't know. I can't remember who it was. I don't even remember the work. It wasn't sticking in her mind. And then a couple of months ago, I tried again, and I described everything I could about them to her. Again, she said, no, I honestly don't know. Can't remember. And then a couple of days later, she sent me a message on Instagram saying, I found his book on my shelf. His name is Bradley Richards. He now does oil paintings predominantly. So I get on the internet, I find his Instagram. I'll put a link underneath for both his oil paintings and his photography. And I couldn't find the Cuba work as a book, and it may not have ever been one. But I did find secondhand this. So this is called Unicorn. It's similar in that respect of the very contrasty. So this book was a short run, so it was only 100 copies. And it's actually been put together on a photocopier at a library in, I think, Brixton, from what I read. So that's why you have this texture to the borders. This one's very Lee Freelander feel. I think it's the use of the windows. This is one of my favourites in the book. I love the abstraction, and I love the sense of symmetry caused by the doors. As you can see, Canary Wharf in the background there. It's interesting actually looking at how much that skyline has changed in recent years. So now it was made on a photocopier and feeling the texture of the paper, I'm wondering if these are each copy are made of those pages directly, rather than photocopying one copy and then reproducing that